Today I want to talk to you about mind-body practices. As some of you know, for years I was a fitness zealot, and in many ways I used fitness to overcome my sinful nature. But in the end, I failed. Then I found a new practice that transformed my life, and I want to help you transform yours too. Solar Anus Yoga is a revolutionary new practice where sunlight is shown where it usually doesn't shine. Solar Anus Yoga, or Ese Yoga, is an ascetic practice where we disorient our bodies into their natural and correct direction, with the anus as close to the sun as possible. Solar Anus Yoga is the only way to health, enlightenment, and salvation. Let me first introduce some of the basic postures of Ese Yoga that you can do at home by yourself. One tip to remember when performing all of these poses is to think about two opposing energies. Push your head down to rise your anus up. The first pose is a great hip and anus stretch accomplished by imagining two opposing forces, creating a line of energy all the way from your anus to your forehead. The Flying Catholic Prostration pose originated in the darkness of the Middle Age, when pilgrims would walk on kneecaps to the chapel of Our Lady of Moksha or Our Lady of Samsara. Supplicate yourself. The next pose is called the Happy Virgin Mother pose. In this pose, we try to lay our entire spine along the ground as we open the anus to cosmic energies and angel messengers. It's an excellent way to regain that immaculate glow dulled by city pollution and long commutes. The Sodom and Gomorrah pose is excellent for those of us with spiritual blockages caused by anal retention. Your innards should push down while you accept up to the elbow. Again, two opposing forces. This one is also great if you have issues with salt, but whatever you do, don't look back. Ultimately, it doesn't matter what the poses look like or how deep you can stretch. It's about connecting your breath to each movement. The breath, or pranayama, is especially important in the next pose I'm going to share with you today. The original Sin pose can only be fully expressed by breathing through the sensations in your body as you are penetrated by the sun's healing rays. Remember, breathe and take it. Remember, breathe and take it. One time also in the Middle Age, agents of the king were dispatched to assassinate a seditious monk who wore hair shirts and donned the title Vicar of Hell. They broke into the cathedral, chopped off the top of his head, stuck in the point of the sword, scooping out what was inside, and smearing it on the floor in front of the crucifix. The Praying Thomas Becket pose is one of the best ways to release toxic head bile onto the floor through the anus. It's a great stress reliever, this one. Sometime after this, a popular protest with a capital P tore apart the Western world and began dismantling the old Catholic ascetic practices. Faith became less physical, and the shapes we made with our bodies less painful. What resulted were a series of positions that reaffirmed this movement towards the abstraction of mind-body practices. This one is called the Anne Boleyn pose. She, of course, was the one who tempted the king with the fruit of her womb, but in the end lost her head for burning the bridge of the pontiff. This is an excellent neck and throat opener. The last pose is the most important one because it'll reorient your anus and head into the right relation. The Edward VI pose was named after the king's son, who died at the age of 14, but not before he clarified all the glass, chiseled the faces off the baptismal fonts, and made prayer about the word only. This one is great if you have typhoid fever. I hope my little introduction to Solar Anus Yoga and all its possibilities are something that you can use in your own life. What you have to remember about Ese Yoga is that it will save you. In a Western world where ascetic practices were killed off by Luther, we need Solar Anus Yoga to reaffirm our relationship with the universe and its covenant through a mind-body practice. And so I'm going to conclude today by saying, the light in me honors the light in you. Amen.